Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Hey, Marilyn, how you doing? It's weird how this doesn't have a website thing. Oh, this is so annoying. Hey, Barbie, how you doing? I wonder how mine is. Hmm. Hmm. 14 here, right here. Hmm. Oh boy. You're fine and dandy. Good. Okay, Lucky. Marilyn, you said I took your advice to take my dog outside in a different way. She's not all scared anymore. I also have been extra huggy and kissy to her. You said she was sad. I can tell she likes the attention. Well, there you go. That's good. I'm glad. Dogs are very weird. They just do dumb shit, and sometimes you just want to kill them, and sometimes you love them, and just like a person. Well, I do everything I possibly can to make Diamond the best I can, and it still isn't good enough. There's still days where I just look at her, I'm like, the fuck is wrong with this damn dog? She's very dumb. So, and she's been like that her whole life. Just didn't happen overnight. She's been like that since day one. And the last 2 nights, she's been sleeping in my workshop next door. And both nights she peed on the sheet that I put. I have a waterproof painter sheet that's old, and I put it there on purpose so that way when she pees, it's on the waterproof sheet and it doesn't soak through and go on the ground to make it worse. So she peed both nights, and she was in there for 6 hours, if that, or just over 6 hours. And that's what she does. She just, you know, she's just a pain in the ass. And because she's on medication, she probably has to pee more, right? Because the medication's trying to flush her out. And it doesn't matter if I cut off the water time of her drinking water or not. It just doesn't work. So anyway, she's peed both nights she's been in the workshop, and I had to clean it up this morning again. The first night it was a little puddle of pee. It wasn't that much, and then this morning it was all over the damn place. And she was just sitting there. She thought I was probably gonna like make off at her or shout at her, but I didn't. I know she can't help it, and I know that. Yeah, I'd rather her pee in there on top of that waterproof sheet that's old, and I don't care, and I don't mind cleaning it up as long as it's over there. I don't want her to pee in here anymore. I can't take that shit no more. It fucking stinks. When she does it in here, it's like holy shit. And when she does it in here, see, I can't have that waterproof sheet in here. See, so it's got to be inside the workshop because that's where it's supposed to be, not inside of apartment on. And plus, she can't be in here anyway because of the tile. She slips all over the tile. And if she pees on the tile and then goes on top of it with her feet, like she's so dumb, she does it sometimes, she'll slip and fall and, could hurt herself. So at least now in the workshop, when she pees, I just clean it up. I have so much old rags and old shirts that I saved for rags, when I have messes in the shop. So now I just soak it up, soak her pee up with the old rags, put it inside of a plastic bag, and throw it in the trash. It's very easy. And then I get the mop with some simple green or pine sol, whatever I have, and I just mop the area, mop the sheet. I lift the sheet bag up and I mop underneath it just in case, you know. And I got some Febreze today, just to put some Febreze in there to air it out. and then I kept the door open for a little while and then just aired it all out, and it's fine. I went back in there not too long ago. It smells perfectly fine. But now what I have to do is today when I left today this morning to go take trash to the dump, and I went to this big warehouse place to go get some stuff. I need to go get everything now before the mayhem starts next week for you know uh what you call it. What was I gonna say? I had to get everything before the Christmas shit happens, right? People go crazy. Well, the thing is, Marilyn, I her new home is at night. Is when she goes. See, she can stay in here during the day like she is right now. I have a big sheet here on the ground, and she gets up and she's fine, right? Um, when she can't get up no more, then obviously I have to put her down because she can't walk. She's, that's what happened to my dog. My pit bull, he got a blood clot in his leg and he couldn't walk no more, so I had to put him down because he was pretty much useless, right? Um, and I hope, like I said, I know the day is coming because she's getting older and worse, and her legs are shaking and stuff, and she's not doing too good. But at least I'm, helping her cause by putting her next door where she can get up, she can feel free to pee and not have me shout at her in here, and like, be mad that she's peeing in my apartment, and having to clean it up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. So now it's less stress for me. And she goes right over there, no problem. She doesn't even care. She's like, yeah, sure, I'm going over there. Bye. She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. She goes right over there. She loves staying over there during the day. But like I said, I left at 9:30 this morning. I came back an hour later at 10:30, and then it started to rain a bit. So she was outside with no protection. Like there's no doghouse out there. Because I'm usually home and I'll bring her over here. I'll put her in the workshop and it rains. And because she used to be around on the porch and she didn't get wet on the porch unless it was windy and rainy. So she hates dog houses. She doesn't want a dog house. We've had two dog houses and she won't go in it because she's a dumb dog. So now I went on YouTube and I searched dog houses and something to build for her, something for a big dog like her, something that would be ideal for her, something that I can put out there when it rains. At least she can go in there. She knows she'll be safe and she won't get all wet. I'm sure she'll go in there eventually. Obviously, when it rains, she has no choice unless she's going to sit outside like an idiot with the doghouse there. So I found some designs that they had for dog houses. I have my own little idea as well. So what I need to do now is tomorrow morning I'm gonna go to the lumber place, and I'm gonna go get like a sheet of plywood, and I'm gonna make a dog house for her, and call it a day. And then so that way, if I'm gone and it rains out of nowhere, at least she's got like protection. And on really really nice nights where I know it's like nice and calm and no bad weather, I might just leave her outside in her area, lock it up, and just leave her in her thing. So that way she doesn't pee inside the shed and she has some fresh air and outside. She used to live outside for 6 years. She was outside for years until we got the pool. Because as soon as the pool was like had water in it, I was scared for her to fall in there and die, and she's almost died in there already. So that's the whole reason why she's not outside. Because if that pool wasn't there, she'd be still living outside because she hates coming inside. She doesn't want to be inside all day. She doesn't mind it now because she's used to it, right? But she loves being outside. You should see her over her new area over there. She loves it. She's like walking around, smelling everything, and she's like, "Hey, this is my old place where I used to be," because that's where she used to be, over the other side. Because we didn't want her to tear up the backyard. We put her in the front so that way she could see people and intimidate people from coming in here. You know. So now she's right back where she started. you know? And she loves it over there. She's fine. She doesn't bark. She doesn't look mad. She's all happy when she sees us and stuff. And at least she can see us now, you know? She's not in the back all trapped and then she barks and then because she can't see nobody and hear nobody. So it's been an improvement actually. It's improved a lot, you know, from her being over there. And then, like I said, I'd rather her pee on top of that waterproof sheet at night over my workshop than in here. Because in here it's a lot worse, you know, for me to deal with. At least over there it's easy clean up, you know, and she's over there and she's doing her thing. Her bed's over there. There's a big ass beach towel over there that she likes to lay on when I'm in there working in the workshop. And plus, she's been over that workshop a million times this year. Ever since I've been in that workshop, she's been over there. I used to tie her up outside so she doesn't go anywhere, and I used to block it off sometimes. And we used to have a fence there before, but we took it down because we didn't think we would ever have to deal with this situation, you know? So now the fence is back there and there. She's closed all in. She's fine. She's doing good. It's just that, you know, like today it's raining, it's very windy, and she can't be out there because then she'll get wet, you know. But if I have a nice dog box out there, at least she can be out there, you know, if we're not home or, you know, it happens to just have a sporadic shower. At least she can like go hide in her box and have her bed in there and stuff like that. So tomorrow I'm gonna go get the wood and I'm gonna go build this dog box tomorrow. That's my project. I'm gonna go build a dog box for her. She deserves it. So, you know, at least I can give her that in her last, you know, years of living, you know. But yeah, it's been stressful for me. I'm not the type of person that gets stressed out. I'm very positive and I don't really get mad, but this fucking dog has drove me nuts this whole year. Like I've actually, you know, I've almost lost my fucking mind this past couple weeks because of this dog. Because she's just been an absolute nuisance, and I know it's not her fault, and I know she's old and she's on medication. So ever since she's been on medication, she's been worse. Like it's constant peeing every half an hour. She gets up and wants to go outside. So I mean, I know she needs the medication. I know she has to have it. You know, my dog, my pit bull at 15, he was the same way. But he was an outside dog. He loved his little igloo dog house. He loved it. He didn't want to come inside. He hated being inside. He was scared. He's like, fuck this. I want to go outside. I tried to get him come inside, but he wouldn't come inside. He was like, fuck that. I don't want to be in here. What the hell is this? He's an outside dog. And this and Diamond's the same way. She's been outside her whole life. She doesn't want to go inside. But now she comes inside. Like I said, not now, but the past 4 years she has. I'm the only one who cares about her, and I'm the only one who gives a fuck about her. And I've lost a lot of time, and I've lost a lot of days because of this dog, and I've lost a lot of sleep because of this damn dog. And if I was an asshole, I would just leave her out there, and if she died, she died. But I don't want that, you know. That's disrespectful. She's an animal, you know. I love her to death, you know. I've tried my damned hardest to give her a good life, and everybody loves her. There's not one person that doesn't like her except her original owner, which is my ex brother-in-law. He didn't like her. He's the one who got her and then hated her and beat her and shit. She's had a hard life. She used to get beat up by that bastard. He used to kick her and throw shit at her, and he used to shout at her and treat her like shit. Now she's a totally different dog. She's so happy. But like I said, she's getting very old. She's going 11 in February. So for a boxer to be, 11 years old, it's like a miracle. It's not too many that last that long. But you know why she lasts long? Because she's in my care. I take good care of her, very good care of her. Every time the veterinarian comes, they say this dog's in great shape. She looks so good for her age. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I wonder why. So then Like I said, the vet said that I have to change her life and change where she lives. So I said, well, I can put her in the workshop because the floor over there is rough. There's no tile, so she'll be able to grip and get up. He goes, oh, that's great. You don't mind doing that? I said, yeah, of course. I don't care. You know, at least it's a bigger space, and she can have, can be happier and not have to worry about falling down and shit. And at least she can pee throughout the night, and I won't care because I don't mind going over there. If I have to clean it up every damn night, I could care less. In the morning when I wake up and go over there and I see pee, I'm not even gonna get mad. I haven't gotten mad either because it's a part of life, and that's what she's gonna do. So if I build a dog house for her, a nice one that's protective and gonna protect her from the wind and the rain, I have to come up with a nice way that she's gonna like be protected. So I'm gonna build her a nice dog house now this week. I'm gonna put it out there. Hopefully, she gets very used to it. I'm gonna put treats in there so she goes in there and eats the treats and chills out. And then she'll get she'll get used to it. And then I can leave her out there no matter what. Rain, blow, or shine. She can just stay out there in her dog house in that area, and I ain't gotta be bothered with her. And at least she can pee when she wants, shit when she wants, and get up and do whatever she wants. Because in here, it's too confined for her. She gets too paranoid. And she just gets up periodically, inconveniences me. I have to stop what I'm doing, go outside. And some days, it's like she'll lay here for like 2 to 3 hours and never get up. It's like a baby. Sometimes babies sleep for hours, and sometimes, you know, it happens. It's just the way it's life. And I'm okay with it. I'm a lot less stressed now because at least I know she's not going to fall in the pool now because she's living over here now. And every time I take her around the pool, I'm there. I'm never going to leave her by herself. Hell no. So she's all right. So Marilyn, she has a new home, and it's improved a bit, you know. And as she gets older, I'm just gonna have to deal with her. I'm gonna have to leave her over there, in her dog box and outside. She's gonna have to be outside again. And then when there's bad weather where she can't stay outside, I'll put her in the workshop. That's all. It's not a big deal. She can't go nowhere. She's got a great area now. Even my sister and my nephew's like, this is a great idea, bro. And I'm like, I know. Because now the workshop, because before when my brother-in-law was here, when my ex-brother-in-law was here, right? That workshop was not accessible. There was shit everywhere, all over the ground. It was disgusting. It was like the worst looking workshop because he lived like a pig. See? And now that workshop is it's huge, right? And you can actually see the fucking floor. And I put everything on the outskirts and everything looks great. It's a real decent workshop. It's really nice in there. I DJ in there. It's big. It's a big ass workshop. It's bigger than this room. A lot bigger than this room. It's almost twice the size as my apartment. So it's a big ass workshop. It's very tall. It's wide. And then it leads to an attic and another part of the house. So it's nice. She's over there, and it's connected to the house. So if something happens, my sister can go to her. I can go to her. Anybody can access her. So it's fine. Should be all right. So yeah, that's the update on her. She's okay. And she's just a pain in the ass, but it's life. I'm trying to make sure that she has her medication. She takes her medication and she's happy and she's fine. And like I said, the only shitty part is watching her get old and seeing her like stumble and almost fall and her legs are shaking and she got that stupid rash on her back. It's not a rash, but it's like a skin thing that she has. It's getting better though. It's improving bit by bit. It's not as but worse as it was, not as bad as it was. So the medication is working. And she eats and drinks like crazy. She shits, she pisses. She's perfectly fine. She's functioning fine. There's nothing like wrong with those things. No problem. What it is her body. Her body's like deteriorating. Her legs. Sometimes when she's standing up, like her back legs go like that. Like it's not straight. They're like they bend, and it's like they shake sometimes like that. I stopped walking her last year. Around this time last year, I stopped walking her every day because she would come back from the walk and she'd be like almost dying. But she would like pull me and say, "Come on, let's go walk." And I want to walk with her, but I can't do it. I stopped. It's been like a whole year now since I stopped walking her because we used to go down the hill and then come back up. And then halfway up the hill, she couldn't even move. And I was like, yeah, today is the last day I take this dog because I almost had to carry her back home. So I had to wait for a little while so she can catch herself. And then after that, I never took her back down the hill. And everybody's like, I haven't seen you with your dog. And I'm like, well, she's old. No way. I didn't know. She doesn't even look old. Everybody compliments on how she looks. And, you can see in her face, she's got all the white hair. You can see she's old. But you wouldn't think so the way she carries on and the way she like walks around and, the way she carries herself. You wouldn't think so. Because her coat is really nice. She has a really good coat. Like, and I wash her. I take care of her. So she's all right. My pain in the ass. I feel like every live I talk about her all the time because everybody asks me about her too. So, and plus Marilyn started talking about her dog. Yeah, she's right behind me. She's over here. She's like passed out over here. She just ate about an hour ago? Yeah, an hour ago she ate. And then I gave her medication, so she's like knocked out. So yeah, she's okay. The weather's getting really bad though. It's supposed to thunder tonight. It's supposed to be very, very windy tonight into tomorrow. It's supposed to be really shitty weather. So yeah, as you can see above me, all that rain and shit's coming. See that? It's like it's coming towards us. So that's why I'm on early today. All the games are over now. All the games are done. I have nothing else to watch tonight. Actually, no, that's a lie. In an hour, there's a hockey game, so I might watch that for a bit. But anyway, yeah. Same shit, different day. So tomorrow I'm going to build a doghouse for her. See what I can do. I need to go to the lumber place tomorrow. Go in there and see what they got. It'll be fine. Give me something to do tomorrow. Thanks for the super chat, Meredith. Let me answer your question. Hold on a sec. I'm constantly drinking water, man, all day. I constantly drink water all day, every day. Water, iced tea, and coffee. Those are the three things I drink. Sometimes I'll have a Pepsi here and there when I'm in the mood. I try to stay away from Pepsi. But I'll have a soda here and there, maybe once or twice a week, maybe. This week I haven't had any soda, nothing, not that I remember. No, I haven't had any soda. No, yeah. Oh, the last time I had soda was last week Saturday, so it's been over. It's like been 8 days since I had a soda. When I got takeout last week Saturday with my nephew, I had a soda. I had a Pepsi. That was the last time. Stay away from that shit. It's bad for you. Yeah, see that? I like lemon iced tea. That's what I like. Snapple iced tea. Sometimes I drink it on here when I'm in the mood. I had some today, but not a lot. I like a little bit, and I water it down too because I don't like it being too sweet. Mm. I feel like this person CW is like going through some stuff she has to deal with. She's very busy. As far as the project, I feel like she'll eventually communicate with you in the next couple like weeks. She might communicate with you after the holidays or maybe right before the holidays, but right now I get her reversed here, and that tells me that like she's dealing with some stuff, but she's still, I feel like she's still interested because there's like good cards here too, right? So I just feel like the reason why you haven't heard from her is because of that reason, you know? It's because she's got a lot on her plate, and she shows up here in the reading twice. So I would say give her some more time for her to like analyze everything. And I feel like I told you, like, I believe I told you about this person before, like they're very busy, but they do want to help and they do want to get involved. And I still see that kind of happening. But um hey Maria, how you doing? I feel like you'll hear from her like in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. Probably like before the holidays or after the holidays. You might hear from her. There's no guarantee here, but it looks like, positive. Like she'll call and say, hey, sorry I haven't got back to you, but this, and this, and this. So there's more like, I would say she's thinking about it still, and she's thinking about what she's going to tell you and what she's going to say to you. But I would say the timing is kind of like a little bit off. She's got like a lot going on. But I think you'll still hear from her, Marilyn, because I still get some positive things there. Yeah. You'll hear from her from now until the end of the month. I got a yes. I know you didn't ask me that, but you said I haven't heard from her, but you'll hear from her from now to the end of the month. All right. It's telling me you will hear from her in the next like 2 to 3 weeks, like from now to the end of the month. What you want, woman? Mutual bassos. You better give them kisses. You better give them kisses to Walter before he gets jealous. Well, it's good that you guys talk shit and have fun. promise ring. The Portuguese people call it a promise ring. I ain't giving you no damn ring, woman. You must be out of your damn mind. Hell no. Better get in this kitchen and help me cook. You better get that damn clothes ready. That's what I'm gonna tell her. Yeah. He's probably fed up on your ass. See? He's probably like, this woman's fucking nuisance. All she wants to do is be around me all damn day. All around me like some damn puppy dog. He probably say, woman, let me breathe. Damn nuisance. It's all right, Walter. All right, Maria, let me check what's going on here. Oh, nice, Barbie. Good for him. Tell him good luck. I wish him the best. Maria, from now to the end of the month, I still get like, I still get that you being like kind of annoyed, or you kind of being, I feel like Walter has plans from now to the end of the month, especially during the holidays, and you might not like some of the plans. Like, for instance, he might go, hunting or something like that with his boys, and you might be like, what the fuck? Or he might have other plans to do some other things, and you might be like kind of annoyed at him. So I see you getting annoyed from now to the end of the year with his plans. And if you do, then it's going to make things worse. And like I tell you all the time, your boyfriend, girlfriend, but, you both have lives. And sometimes you got to do things separately. It's not about being together 24/7. That's not healthy anyway. I'm not going to look at the whole year like you asked me, because I don't do a whole yearly reading. I don't really do all that stuff. I kind of sort of do it, but I don't really like to. I like to check just the first 6 months, because when you're not even in the year yet, it's kind of like, I kind of think, me personally, I kind of think it's pointless. You got to be in the energy first in order to get it. That's just how I feel. But spirit can see. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? Happy Sunday. Well, in the first 6 months of your relationship with Walter, it doesn't look that great. I see like more arguments. I see like you guys, not really doing too much together. And I see Walter being very annoyed with his finances. And he's going to be kind of like selfish. And he's going to be jealous and envious of you. And he's not going to want to give up himself to you right all the time. And I already see this happening already this month. And I think that this argument you recently had probably led to this more, because of the argument, and because like all this tension that's around, and the holidays and working and life. I think that's going to carry over to next year. So I see arguments. I see like doubt. I see worry, concern, not being that happy. and I see Walter like being in like either in debt or like having enough money but not enough, and that's gonna cause him to like feel down and feel and not feel happy, and he's gonna have to like work a lot, and then that means less time for you, things like that. So I think that is gonna be a big challenge going into next year with your relationship with him. So I feel like my advice to you from seeing these cards, my advice is to either be supportive or it might not be too long before it ends. So if you're not supportive, then it might not end well because he's gonna, I tell people all the time that relationships, marriages, friendships, these things are not always going to be perfect. And when one of the partners have a problem, the other one is either going to be selfish or understanding. So that's going to be your challenge. And that's the challenge for a lot of people is they think that you're both going to be fine all your lives and everything is going to be fine and perfect. And when you have a problem, you just leave me alone until your problem's fixed and then come back to me when you're problemless. So my advice is either be supportive or it's not going to end well. So you say you're supportive. You say you support him. You're his cheerleader, and you say, you encourage him to get his new job. And you went through a lot of bullshit this year. It's not been perfect, and it's not been all bad either. But that's what I get. So that's the challenge. You understanding him and what he goes through, and what's happening, and you just being there for him while he goes through his bullshit. Well, he's been supportive with you and your ex, right? He's still with you. He didn't, say, hey, you're dealing with your ex, fuck you, leave me alone. Right? You went through your little situation with your baby daddy ex, and now, he went through it in the beginning. Now you had it through the end. Only you know that. I'm just telling you, this past fight ignited a fed up part of him towards you. Nobody likes to fight unless you love it. Do you like to fight with him? Obviously not, and I'm sure he don't either. I don't know anybody who loves to fight, like argue with people all day. But some people do, but I sure as hell don't. Sometimes words can hurt a lot, and words can hurt for a very long time. So if you said something to him that that hurt him, then that's on you. So you got to ask yourself. Oh, there you go. As long as you admit it. So you have yourself to blame. Like I always tell you, you need to calm the fuck down and understand that it's not about you all the time. If you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you're in a relationship or a friendship or a marriage, you gotta understand the other one's part, other one's life, and just give space to each other. Yeah, because he's probably thinking about the argument and how you deal with him. You know, you got to realize you can't be arguing about dumb shit all the time and what you want. That's probably what the whole situation. I'm just assuming because I know you for a while now, dealing with your situation. I know how you are. I never told you you're gonna break up. See, here you go speculating again. I never told you you're gonna break up. I just told you that it's gonna be tough. I never said nothing about no breakup. I answered your question. I tell you that in the next 6 months it's gonna be difficult. And it's gonna be more difficult if you keep doing this dumb shit. Like arguing with him for no reason or whatever you argued about is just and you said, yes, I messed up. So that's on you. Stop doing it, and then you won't have nothing to worry about. You are your own worst enemy. I tell you that all the time. And I told you a million times since I've known you, and I've told everybody this exact sentence I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to tell everybody this again. When you are with somebody, right? When you are with somebody as boyfriend and girlfriend and you're not living together, then that is not a concrete, solid relationship until you do. And don't tell me otherwise because I will prove you wrong. Unless you're living with that person, then that's when you have more of a relationship and more of a say in that person's life. And if that person has keeping things the way it is, it's because they're either scared to go further or they don't want to go further right now because now is not the right time for them. And a man, right? I'm talking on all behalf of men. When a man is not financially 100% stable, he knows he can't have that life. So he don't get it. And if that life never happens, then you either adapt to the way you are with that person because you love him and you have years and years to come to get to that point, or you break off and you go find somebody else that you can program and clone to your liking. Because when that's the case, then I'll be married too. Understand? I've told people this a million of times. And I've told you this plenty of times. Hey, Holly, how you doing? I already told you how to clean it up. Be supportive and don't be fucking negative. You understand? Okay. I've told you this plenty of times. But it goes in that ear and comes out that ear and then comes with your nose. This is why I lecture you and I tell you this millions of times because I care about you, right? But you have to understand when you deal with a man, right, that's like him, right, you're going to be going through these things. So if you say you love somebody, then you got to show your love by being supportive in bad times and in good times. You can't always be selfish and want that person to stop their life for you. They ain't living with you. Yeah? And that's why I'm single. Because I ain't got no time to be dealing with no fucking woman that's going to try and tell me what to do. That's my mom. My mom didn't even tell me what to do no more. Like, how am I going to have some person aggravating me all day? Yeah? And I've never done that to a woman. I've never told a woman, you got to do what I tell you. I'm your boss. I'm your man. You better do this or else. I let her go free. If she fucks up, that's better for me. Because I know personally I will not fuck up. I know that for sure. And I haven't. I've never done anything bad to any woman or been deceitful or been fucked up to any woman like that. Every relationship I'm had, I've never been the problem. And I know I ain't. Because I don't start problems. I don't want no problems. I want love. I want to be trustworthy. I want to be honest. I want to be a real gentleman, a good person to my girl, to my woman. But it's always them. They can't handle that shit. A lot of women can't handle a man that lets that woman, be free and not tell her what to do. I'm not your daddy, woman. I want to be your boyfriend, not your damn daddy. Your daddy tells you what to do, not me. I'm never gonna say, "Oh, what you mean you're not coming here tonight? Fuck you mean, girl? If you don't come here, it's over." You think I'm gonna talk like that? You don't want to come here tonight? Good, the game's on. I'm gonna watch your fucking TV instead of you. That's fine with me, sweetheart. You go hang out wherever you want. If you fuck up, you cheat on me, or you're doing something you're not supposed to, and I find out and you lie, then it's over. Goodbye. You go con somebody else, not me. I don't see why that's so hard to live by. I've been doing it for fucking 48 years. Do I make myself clear? Good. Anyway, Holly, thank you for the actually, Holly, you're after Marilyn. Marilyn's next, and then Holly. And thank you for the donation, Holly. I'll get to you after Marilyn. All right, Marilyn, you said, would Brian support me and my project if I ask him? If you give him a little, Marilyn's like, no, no. All right, let's see what we got. Well, I got a positive outcome here. If you were to ask Brian, he wouldn't mind helping you in this project. He wouldn't mind because he would genuinely want to help and he needs like this type of stuff because he's bored. He would like to have like an extra project to do or something nice to do. I would say, like, if you were to ask him, I would say he would say yes, or he would definitely consider it. He might take his time getting back to you or getting, like, I wouldn't say take his time, but like he'll probably say, okay, Marilyn, sure. I'll think about it and I'll let you know next week about, what my plans are or what, let me know what situation you want me to, support you in or how you want me to support you. And he'll probably be like, yeah, I guess this works because all the cards here I got are all good. Okay, Barbie, you need that beauty rest. I understand. I'll probably be back later on as well. I'm gonna go get dinner in about a hour or so. But Marilyn, this looks good. I got all upright cards, all good cards. I see the outcome. I see things improving if you do ask him. I feel like he'll put time into it. I feel like he needs something like this in his life. That's what I get. It's almost like if you ask him, he'll be like, okay, cool. This sounds good. I wouldn't mind doing this project. I need something good in my life. I need something so I won't be bored. So I would say go for it, man. Looks good. I'm glad I can give you some good news. Fuck. Huh. I know. I see. This is the part of this. I always say, I have to be so fucking honest, you know, and I love being honest. I don't want to lie to anybody. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I see, whether it's right or wrong, or whatever the case may be, tomorrow or the next day or whatever happens, I have to say what I have to say. So when it's great, I feel happy saying it. I really do. I really genuinely want everybody to have a good read, but it's never like that. Well, not never, but it's very rare. Sometimes honesty gets me in trouble though, because people get mad at me for being too honest and say I'm fucked up and I'm an asshole. What you want me to do? Lie to you? Like, I can't lie. I'm not programmed that way. I don't like to lie to people. And even if the reading doesn't happen, it's not like I lied. I still, Spirit didn't want you to know. I'm not taking no blame for nothing. Remember, you're asking me, but I'm asking Spirit. Your spirit's probably like, no, no, I ain't telling you shit. I'm giving the wrong answer. Fuck them. They don't deserve it. They're doing bullshit behind the scenes. So I can't help what happens. This is your problem. I'm on. Hey Joey, how you doing, my brownie twin? Hope you're having a good Sunday. He does. He changed jobs, and I know he's bored at his new job. Okay, well, good. That makes sense then. See, I'm psychic on Sundays. Holy shit. Who would have known? Well, that's good, Marilyn. That sounds like, he would do it then. Holly, you can ask your question when you're ready. So, Marilyn, that looks good then. I'm glad you confirmed that. I'm doing good, Joey. It's been a good day so far, I can't complain. It's been okay. It's raining here as well and very windy, and it's about to get worse. So, Barbie just left. She's gonna go get her beauty nap. All right. Does Spirit have any advice for me moving forward? Oh man, hopefully it's not dampen your day. But today it's rained like off and on, but it's been very windy. And apparently tonight into tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be bad, like 40-mile-an-hour winds. But it's supposed to be good weather on like Wednesday. Yeah, I don't mind. It just gives me a reason to come on here. I don't work on Sundays anyway, even though today I went to the dump and I took all this trash to the dump, and I took 4 trash bags to the dump and some. You guys want to hear this shit real quick? So my mom had this old cast iron pot, right? And she doesn't want it. Like she never really used it. She doesn't like it. And my dad, before he passed away, every winter he used to have this like tower this tower like heater, right? And he and it used to spin around like this and then come back like that. And it used to go it used to like grind like because it was like old, right? And my mom says, "Oh my God, that thing is so aggravating." He goes, "I can't hear it. I don't care. It don't bother me because my dad was half deaf anyway, right?" And my mom would be so mad, and she's like, "We need to get a new heater for the winter because I'm not putting up with that goddamn thing." So my mom, now that my dad's gone, right, my mom said, "I'll take that thing to the trash," and I was like, "Sure, no problem. I'll take it to the trash and the cast iron pot." And 4 bags of trash I had. So I get to the place, right, to the trash place, and this lady that helps people. There's a lady and a guy. They help people like take the trash to the dump, so you don't have to go in, like, so it makes it easier for everybody and faster. So I took all the bags of trash. It was actually 5 bags of trash, to be honest. Yeah, 5 bags. So I took the bags all one time because they weren't that heavy. And then she goes, "Oh, sir, is this heater and this cast iron pot going to the trash too?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." So then she takes both of them, right? And there's like a Filipino guy on the side, and he like looks like he just came to Bermuda and he was looking for shit, right? So she's like, "Hey, you want this pot?" He goes, "Oh yeah, yeah, sure, I'll take it." So he took the cast iron pot, and then she plugged in the heater, and the heater started moving like that. And she goes, "Oh, this thing works." I said, "Yeah, it works. It just makes a noise." She goes, "Oh, I don't care. I'm taking it." I said, "Okay, cool. You can have it. Go ahead." I bring it to the trash. So look, it serves somebody else. See that? I don't use heaters anyway. And plus I have my air conditioner heater thing if I need it, which I don't use it. And then the cast iron pot, I already have one, so and my mom said it was cracked, but I didn't see no crack on there, but she didn't want it, so I took it. So it served somebody else. All right, Holly, let's see what we get. All right, Holly, this basically tells me that the positive thing moving forward is going to be this King of Pentacles, the guy that we talked about the other day, right? Of course, the diamond just got up and now she wants to go pee. I have to take her because she is, or she's gonna pee in here. So let me go let her pee. Let me come right back. Sorry, Holly. You're a fucking pain in the ass. You know that? As soon as I come online, you want to be a pain in my ass. You're lucky I love you. I'll leave you the fuck outside. Good girl. You lay down. Okay? You lay down. You're interrupting me. Go. Come on. Go lay down. Be a good girl. Don't aggravate me. I'm gonna build the damn dog box. Tomorrow I'm gonna put your ass outside for good. Okay. Yeah, you made diamond piece. No. You're not gonna sit on the tile. You know better than that. Come on, let's go. Fuck, man. See, this is the type of patience I have to have. Come on, let's go. Move. Come on, go back. Let's go. Don't aggravate me, man. Sit down. Sit. Don't aggravate me. Sit down. Fucking nuisance, man. So difficult dealing with this fucking dog, man. I swear, she's such a pain. And it's always at the times when I'm doing something. When I'm laying down on my couch, playing my game or doing something like watching TV, she never bothers me. Well, not never, but when I'm on here, boom. Well, let's aggravate Mark. All right. Anyway. Yeah, me and the damn females. I said God put me on this earth to deal with females all day. Aggravating females. Now I have to deal with my mom, which I don't mind. I love her. My dog and my sister. The three females in my life and all my women on here that aggravate me. Okay, so the positive thing that spirit says that's going to be moving forward in your life is this person that we talked about last time, right? This King of Pentacles is a person who, is smart, intelligent, has a good job, very reliable, wants to be a good friend, somebody who's experienced, somebody who like wants to, move forward. Now that's the good part. Now the bad part is you overthinking, having mental anxieties, mentally being not mental, but like mentally having anxiety about things that is a problem or things that can be a problem or things that are a problem. You might be confused about what direction you want to go in at times. You might say, fuck, I don't want to make a mistake because then I'm going to put me further back. You might feel lonely at times, or you might feel like you need to alienate yourself from people and say, you know what, just leave me the hell alone. I need to gather my thoughts and my mind. So moving forward, they want you to understand that there's going to be some hard times. Try not to spend too much money and time on things that are going to make you mentally, drained or have mental anxieties about things. Like you might be very indecisive and reluctant on proceeding about things and making decisions. And don't get yourself involved with people who gossip or talk shit or make you mad. Okay, stay away from negative thoughts, feelings, people, gossip, any type of bullshit like that. Don't let people reel you into that. All right. So spirit wants you to understand that there, with you and this man, is gonna be good, but you need to keep your head on. Right, keep your head screwed on straight. You know. Right, but we're not talking about relationships or anything like that. Moving forward with this man means, getting to know him because you just met him, right? So he can just be a friend for now until things develop. But this is a positive person that's in your life right now. And mentally, you're probably saying, that's why you just admit just now, hearing him date is difficult, you know? Right. So try not to mentally think about it over and over where it gives you anxiety about something. And just like I told Maria earlier, I'm going to tell you, all because you talk to somebody, they don't belong to you. Until that person lives with you, then there's more of a role of that person in your life. You see them every day, you live with them, right? So if you become more of a connection. Until that day, then there's nothing there really. Like you can't be thinking that that person belongs to you or is going to belong to you. And even when you live together, you know, all it takes is something happening and poof, it's gone. That person leaves. So spirit wants you to move forward, not with the mental anxieties and overthinking about shit that is not gonna be solved. So moving forward, try not to overthink. Make sure that, and you try not to be like thinking that this person belongs to you just because you talk to him or something's gonna happen and develop overnight. You know, yeah. Slow your roll and understand that hey, in order for something good to come of anything, you have to develop it. It has to improve. There you go. So then moving forward, now you know what you got to do. Bang. It's that simple. Moving forward, don't get caught up mentally about what coulda, shoulda, woulda, and can and cannot happen. Flow. I always tell people, go with the flow is the best way because you never have. It's good to have expectations and confident expectations. It's good to have that, but don't think that it's automatically gonna happen. Mhm. I think that most people think that because you talk to somebody, you have the connection. Oh, there you go. So I'm repeating what he's saying. So now you know to not mentally get yourself too involved because it'll probably give you anxiety, right? And if he says that, then that means he's a smart man like me. I try to bring people to reality. And the reality is nobody really belongs to you, you know? You're just rented for a little while. And I hate to be that blunt and that, straight up, but it's true though. It's tough out there, you know. Yeah, bring me when you both go out. I'll be the. Just tell her that. Just say you're bringing your brother along with you. It won't be the first time I'm done it. I'm sure you were. We can have great conversation. I can talk to anybody really. I can conversate with anybody. You know how many people I talk to over the past umpteen years? Millions of people, literally. The amount of people that's come in here in the last 6 years is a lot. I've spoken to a lot of people, but it's good to talk to people. You can feel people out and see what people is all about and see what they're up to. See who's bullshit and who's not. All right. It's 6:37 here. I've been on here for like an hour. I'm gonna go start my dinner and watch the hockey game, and then I'll probably be back here like 9:30, something like that. So like maybe in like 3 hours I'll be back. Alrighty. What's for dinner? Ah, something really good, and I'm glad I chose it too. Lobster, all for myself too, all for me. I got a lobster all for myself. Nobody wanted lobster today. I said, oh well, looks like I'm gonna have it for myself then. I have to have lobster at least every 2 weeks. So I took a lobster out earlier. It's defrosted, ready to go. All I gotta do is prepare it and put it in the oven. 20 minutes, it'll be done, ready to go for Marky. So yeah, I'm gonna go have some lobster all by myself. Nobody else wants it. I'm surprised. Everybody, my mom said nah. My sister said nah. And I was like, yeah. Well, I got three of them in there. I'm taking one out for myself. It's mine anyway, so I'm eating it. I don't care. Might as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat my lobster, watch my game, and then I'll be back later on. All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. I wish I could share it with you guys. I really wish I could just hand it through and say, here, take a piece. Yeah. Or give you your own. I would like to. Maybe one day we'll all eat lobster together. All right, guys. I'll see you later on. I'll be back.